about time for another Coach Life. 5 years ago, do you remember what was going on 5 years ago? Do you remember who you were, what was happening? 5 years ago, let's see, 2023, 2022, 2021, 2020, 2019, 2018. 5 years ago is 2018. 2018, I was returning from traveling Paris, Mexico, France, and I believe I was on my way back to France, but 2018 would be the beginning of a very dark night of the soul for me. I had to move back home, sleep on the couch, all types of not great vibes from myself, as much as anyone else. But I thought I'd done enough to be rewarded with the life that I had in 2017. And 2018 said, well, you got some work to do in other places. So I had to literally start my life over. Crazy. I started substitute teaching again. And not New York City substitute teaching, Martha's Vineyard substitute teaching. That is like $80 a day. Nasty business. But anyways, I wouldn't trade what I learned in 2018 for the world, because it taught me some very valuable lessons, and I started running. I reached a point where I said, okay, if there's anything that I'm not doing for whatever reason right now, and that's holding me back, it's getting done, stat. And when running came up, it seemed like a joke in my mind. I was like, what are some things that I hate to do that I need to get done? I was like, okay, dentist, boom, boom. And then I was like, running. No, running doesn't count because I play a lot of basketball. I'm very in shape. I work out. And then it was like running. And I was like, what? Okay, whatever. So I put on my Barclays and some shorts. I said, what's a good run? I'll run to the bluffs and back. That's how you know you're lucky, when you can run to the bluffs. So, and it's about a half a mile each chop. Put my shoes on, stretched, stepped out, bam, 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 bam. When I tell you, well before I got to the bluff, half a mile, I was gasping for air. I had to pee. I was confused. I couldn't take anymore. I was done. So I said, oh, okay, this is interesting. So I said, let me see if I can make it back with a little more grace than I made it here. Again, a half a mile, and barely, but I made it back. I said, okay, that's not even a mile, and that was so painful that there's something there. So I might as well keep at it. And sure enough, changed my run route, went for another run, finally did that there and back. So I got up to a mile. I was like, yo, I could run a mile. I remember this. All the traumas from high school and middle school, running a mile, came back. And I started to time myself. Then I just started to do it every day. So I say all that to say, is there something that you can do every day to make yourself better? Is it related to 2018? Are there other things? Once I started running, was I doing something else? Because right now, we've been stuck in a perpetual fast forward for a long time. I would say since the pandemic subsided and people, you know, the 2 weeks we were supposed to stay in the house and everything would magically get back to normal. And now we're 3 years in, but everyone's been waiting for things to magically get back to normal. Meanwhile, there have been other agendas, other timelines, which have pushed us forward into more working energy rather than the deep state concentration that we found in 2020. So I just want to remind you about 2018, 5 years ago. Are there any gems there? Coach Life. Ciao.